I remember being stuck. I was stuck. And if you ever been stuck before where, you keep showing up, you're trying your best, but you just haven't had that breakthrough. I don't mean just like having a breakthrough where, like a few steps forward or anything like that. I mean an exponential breakthrough, like you're unlocking a whole new level. I remember I was trying to go to the next level. The very first time that I put in so much work was college. Because in high school, I wasn't your straight A student at all. Like I was not a straight A student. I was not perfect. I wouldn't even go down that rabbit hole, but college was a chance for me to be able to show up differently, for me to put my best foot forward. And I remember I showed up every single day. I had perfect attendance. I got all A's and B's. And it was my sophomore year going into my junior year where I was sitting in my dorm room. And when you're in a dorm room, there's all these other people. I went to Morehouse College, so it's an all men's school in Atlanta. And I'm sitting in my dorm room and everyone's talking about how they got these internships for the next year. I'm talking about people getting internships with Apple, Dell. One of my boys got an internship, Microsoft. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like y'all are lit. Like shout out to you, man. You've been putting in work. I was never hating on nobody. Like I wasn't like, oh man, look at these guys. Like no, in my head I'm like, oh, shout out to you. Like you're my brother. Like I didn't have that hating spirit in me. I always clapped for other people's success. So and it always just made me feel like I can do it too. I'm like, oh, if they can do it, then it's possible, and my time and my turn is coming. Now that doesn't mean that I wasn't upset about the situation, me not getting an internship, me doing basically delivery for a sandwich shop all throughout Atlanta. I had to spend my summer dropping off sandwiches. And I remember it really hit to me that summer. It really hit because when I was dropping off the sandwiches, it's a sandwich, it's called Jimmy John's. I don't know if it's like nationwide, pretty sure it is, but I was working at Jimmy John's and I went to drop off a sandwich my sophomore year in college. The place I went to drop it off was a corporate building and I had to drop off like 15 different sandwiches. And when I went and dropped off the sandwiches, all the employees came out to pick up the sandwiches and everyone was like around my age. And I'm like, am I behind? Like, why can't I be the person getting my sandwich delivered? I'm over here busting my butt just to make, $10, $12 an hour. And these guys are in here in a nice AC'd room. They're wearing, business casual attire where they got nice shirts, nice pants, nice shoes. And I'm just over here delivering sandwiches. That didn't feel good. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and say it felt good, but I did not hate on those people. I wasn't envious of them. I wasn't jealous, nothing at all like that. And I remember just the drive back to the sandwich shop. I'm like, dang man, like what did I do wrong? When's my turn gonna come on? Like I'm getting A's, I'm getting B's, but I still even have an internship and all these guys are over here and I'm over here delivering a sandwich, right? So when junior year hit, I started to get a little bit more proactive. So I ended up started applying for internships like a mad dog. So I started applying to like 40, 50 internships every single day. And I started to get a lot of interviews. And I remember I got an interview from a company that is based out in Buckhead. And if you're not from like Atlanta or anything, Buckhead is an amazing, really dope, high class area, or at least it used to be. But I really wanted to work there because it was in Buckhead, it was corporate, and it also dealt with marketing, which was like my background and everything. I really wanted to do something in marketing. So I remember going to the internship, really sold on the idea that I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do everything it takes. And the lady that interviewed me, her son went to the same high school that I went to. So I'm like, yo, she's gonna put your boy on. And she didn't. I didn't get the internship. Then I had to fly out to Ohio for another internship that I applied to randomly online. It was at a bank called KeyBank. I didn't get that internship either. I probably applied to like over 1,000 plus internships that junior year. And towards like the end of first semester, one of my professors, Dr. Rabina Malik, that's her name, Dr. Rabina Malik. Oh my God, she's amazing. She knew that I was like trying my best. She saw all the efforts and energies that I was putting in. I got like a 99% in her class and everything. So she saw the work and effort that I was putting in. And she was like, hey, Anthony, I know you don't really have an internship or anything like that, but you tried your best. You've been putting in a lot of work. So I wanted to invite you to an award ceremony. We're going to be celebrating all the top students at the school. I know you're not like, getting any of these like high level executive roles, or not executive roles, but internships with these high level companies, but I still want you to go to the event just to show up. That way, next year you can see yourself being one of those people accepting the awards. Me being the type of guy I am, I'm like, heck yeah, I'll go. Like, I'm not gonna hate on these guys. Like, yeah, they're doing better than me, you know? I mean, they actually are. They got the internships. Some of them already have job offers at this point. It's my junior year. I know I'm about to be a senior and I still don't have any internships, but let me just still put my best foot forward. Let me just still show up. I can get inspired and yeah, just show up. So I remember going to the award ceremony. I got there really, really early because one of the sayings was like, to be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable. So I was never late to anything. Always showed up, threw on a very nice suit, and which I thought it was a nice suit. That's a whole other story. But I ended up showing up on time. I get there, and you have to check in at one of those tables. And when I go to the table to check in, I tell them my name, Anthony Carter. And they say, okay, yeah, Mr. Carter, here's your name tag, and also here's your lanyard. You can go ahead and sit down. You're at table 1. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Didn't think much about it. And so I'm the very first person there. I sit down at the table. It's a large room, like huge room. Huge, huge, huge. So I'm like, are these people about to get an award? Because this is a huge room. Like, how come I'm not getting anything? Those thoughts started to go through my head. I was like, Anthony, no, you already know, man. Like, your time is coming. Like, don't even think like that, man. Just show up today. Just, you know, you never know what's even going to come from this. The fact that you're in the room, you're clapping for other people's success. You're being positive. Just keep going. So I sit down at the table and I just sat there and I waited because I was so early. And then by the time the event started, the room was flooded and filled up. Like, there were so many people there, all of like the Kappas, the Qs, the Alphas, you know, the people that got like the 4.0s, everyone was there. And then it was just me, you know, like I'm trying my best. I don't have an internship. Like, I'm still there and I'm at table 1 and there's still 2 more seats at the table that I'm at. And I'm like, okay, like maybe they're just like empty seats. So time goes by. And then right before like the event is about to start, 2 people walk in the room. The first person is the president of the school walks in. He actually ends up sitting right next to me at my table is the president of the school. So I'm shaking. I'm like, oh my God, do I say something? Like, how do I talk to the president of the school? And then the second person that walks in is this executive at Boeing. He does like all the recruiting for all the schools and everything, this high level executive. And I actually met him before. I shook hands with him before trying to network. So when he comes in, I'm like, oh shoot, this is like another touch point. Like I can talk to him again and everything. Say, hey, what's going on? Do you remember me? I'm Anthony, blah, blah, blah. He's like, we've never met, but it's nice to meet you. Man, that hurt. I was like, what? Like, I literally shook hands with this guy before. We've had a whole conversation, told him what I'm trying to do and everything. He's literally one of the top executives over at Boeing. He looks like me too. I'm like, I thought we were in sync. Come on, brother. Like, I thought we were in tap with each other. But he's like, nah, man, I don't really remember you. But it's great to meet you. What's your name? I was like, Anthony. He's like, okay, cool. We just talked briefly. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah, man, but I don't remember anything like that. So at this point, I'm like, all right, like I gotta get my stuff together. Okay, like I'm gonna still clap for these guys for their award ceremony, and there's other people there, very large room. They got their moms, family, friends. So they started to give out the awards. From the very beginning of giving out the awards, the guy next to me, which was like that high level executive at Boeing. If you don't know Boeing, it's like the airline company. Like they build like all the major planes, right? For like Delta and all the major planes like go through Boeing. It's like $1 billion company. So he gets up at the beginning of the award ceremony and I'm like, oh wait, he's the one that's about to go and give out all the awards. I didn't know that. So he goes on stage. He starts giving out all these awards and scholarships for $2,000, $1,000, $500. I'm like, yo, I really need a scholarship. Like, I can't wait till next year. Like, this could finally be the event where I could literally see myself next year going to this event. And he called probably about 50 people's names, like John for $1,000, Billy for $2,000. And the whole crowd, everyone in the room is just like clapping. You could see parents, like people are like, oh shoot, I got a scholarship. I got the award. And I'm just sitting there. It's been probably about 45 minutes of me just sitting there clapping for all these people's awards and everything. And it didn't get to my head, but my hands were like just getting tired from clapping. I sat there for so long just cheering for other people, trying to just keep that frame in my head like it's gonna happen for me one day. It's gonna happen for me. So throughout that whole time, 45 minutes in of him just giving out all these awards, John for $2,000, Billy getting, you know, these aren't, I mean, it's all black college, so more like Draquan for $1,000, you know. But I sat there the whole time, and then at the end of the award ceremony, right before he was about to close out, he said, "This is actually a special award. This is the award that we've never given out before. Yeah, we gave out all those other awards, but this one is the highest amount that we've ever given, and we're gonna start a legacy here tonight. This is gonna be a legacy that we're gonna start, and every single year, Boeing is gonna start giving out this scholarship every single year, and this is gonna be the first person to receive it. It's the biggest one." And that one was for $10,000. I'm like, yo, that's the one I want next year. That's what I need. That's the biggest one and everything. And he called my name. He said, "Anthony Carter." Oh my God, everything just like felt cold for me. My whole body just went numb and just went cold. And I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not the type to cry or anything, but I went on that stage. I was shaking in my boots. I couldn't believe it. Like when he said my name, like I was frozen. And he gave me the award and he looked me in the eye. He said, "Man, I know exactly who you are, and you're gonna get that internship. Got you." Man, you never really know who's watching. And if you walk around with a negative vibe to yourself, you might be going through some hard times right now or feeling stagnant. You're seeing other people winning and everything. When you have that negative vibe to yourself though, you'll end up blocking the blessing. If I never went into that room, if I never continued to show up, if I never clapped for other people and be positive, because you really never know who's watching. And I truly believe that all blessings from God come through men. If it wasn't for my teacher seeing me doing my part, I would have never even had that as an opportunity. So every single year right now, Boeing still gives out that $10,000 award to students at my old college in Morehouse. And I started that legacy. And it started from me being rooted and being able to just show up every single time. So I took those same exact principles that I learned from that and I started applying it to business. And there was all these younger guys, because I was first business scaled to like 7 figures when I was 21 years old, which is not typical, not easy at all or anything like that. When I was 20, I was around a bunch of like 18-year-olds that they were all doing like a lot better than me in business. Like there was some guys that were doing like 200, 300K a month, 18 years old. I never hated on any of them. I was just like, my time is gonna come. These are the people that I need to be around. And sometimes people are too insecure in like their own bodies that they can't be around people that are doing better than them. It just feels weird for them. Like they just feel so out of place. But that's where growth happens, when you're the most uncomfortable. It wasn't comfortable being in that room and being the only one that's not gonna get an award. It wasn't comfortable being around people younger than me that are making more money than me. But I always put my pride and ego aside. I always did. I always remained humble. And that's what real humility is. It's just freedom from pride and arrogance. It's not saying that you have to downplay yourself or, you know, anything like that. But if I didn't do that, I wouldn't even be here where I am today, guys. So if you really appreciate this type of content and you've been watching me for a while now and you really want to go to the next level, there's actually a link below for you to go ahead and apply to work directly with me. But the whole point of this channel, guys, is just to provide you guys value around just some of the things that it took for me to really go to the next level. I hope this story really touched one of you guys.